Hi, boys and girls. My name's Mrs. Berry. I hope you're having a great time at Camp at Home. Today I'm going to read you a couple stories about a bear and a little girl that thinks she's a princess. So, the first one is Bear Snores On. You know, bears hibernate in the winter, but in this story, they have a campfire in the bear's cave. So it's called Bear Snores On. It's by Jane Chapman. And it takes place in the winter, not the summer, but the activities they have are like camping. Bear Snores On. In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day and he sleeps through the night. That's what they do. He's hibernating. There he is. The cold winter howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. So we've got the winds howling and the night sounds growling, but that bear doesn't hear it. He just sleeps. But an itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat, tiptoe, crawls in the cave from the fluffy, cold snow. Ooh, so there he is. Do you see that little mouse? There he is. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dark, too dank. So he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark, and he makes a little campfire. Can you see it? You see the campfire? Yep, that little mouse. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. That bear just snores on and on. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. A hare is another name for a rabbit. A hare comes right in. "Ho, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea right over the campfire, right in the middle of the bear's den. Mouse sips wee slurps, Hare burps big burps, but bear snores on. There they are. That bear just snores on and on, sleeping right through the party in his den. Now a badger scuttles by. Sniffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share." "I've brought some honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig right in." So the badger comes on in too, and he's brought some fun stuff to share also. So now they have 3 animals having a party by a campfire in the bear's den. And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch, but the bear snores on. There he is, just snoring on and on. You think he'll ever wake up? I don't know. Maybe he'll be mad if he does. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor, and then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Oh my gosh, look. Lots more people. Lots more animals. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" Twitters wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. And there they all are around the campfire, having such a good time and not being bothered by the storm outside at all. They tweet and they titter and they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Oh my goodness. Hare stokes the fire, and Mouse seasons the soup. Then a small pepper flake makes the bear, ka-chew. He blows and he sneezes, and the whole crowd freezes. Uh-oh, the bear woke up. This is not good. I wonder what's going to happen. And the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. Oh my, and look what the animals are running away. They do not want that to happen. Whew. You've snuck in my lair and you've all had fun, but me, I was sleeping and I had none. He whimpers and he moans and he wails and he groans, and the bear blubbers on. Oh, he's so upset that they had all that fun without him. Oh, goodness. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see, we can pop more corn. We can brew more tea." Bear gulps and bear gobbles and sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blistery night. That means he tells stories to them. Look at that. They're all in there together now. And there's the bear telling stories and having a good time with his friends. He's not sleeping now, is he? When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep. He's not tired anymore. But his friends snore on. And look at that. They're all cuddled up on the bear. I really like that story. I hope if I met a bear in the woods, he'd be that kind. That was very nice of him. Well, I told you I had 2 stories for today. The other one I'm going to read to you is about a princess. And she keeps asking her mommy things like, do princesses wear hiking boots? Maybe some of you have heard this story before. It's called, Do Princesses Wear Hiking Boots? Do you think they do? I don't know. Pretty fancy clothes that princesses usually wear, don't you think? I don't know, we'll see. She wants to know if they wear hiking boots. And there's the hiking boots that she likes. Yep. She's having breakfast with her mama, and she says, Mama, Mommy, do princesses wear hiking boots? When they wish to take the scenic routes, they do. And here she is taking the scenic route. See? And she's got on her hiking boots. Mama, do princesses ride tricycles? Yes, even two-wheel bicycles. Do princesses climb trees? Is there a better place and way to catch the breeze? Is there a better way to catch the breeze? Look at her, she's hanging upside down in that tree she climbed. Ooh, that looks like fun. Do princesses like to walk in the rain? Do they like to walk in the rain? They dance through the puddles without refrain. They have a blast going right through the middle of the puddles. Do princesses play in the sand and the dirt? If they're wearing jeans and a messy old shirt, ooh, she looks like she's having fun in the mud. Do you like to play in the mud? I do. I like to go puddle stomping in the rain, too. Do princesses have to do their chores? Do you have jobs to do at your house? Even if you're a princess? They clean their drawers and sweep their floors like everybody else. Mommy, do princesses have to follow the rules? Do they have to mind their mommies? That's one of the things they learn in school. They have to learn in school to follow the rules. When you go to school, you'll have to follow the rules too. Do princesses eat the crusts of their bread? They save them for the ducks instead. So she doesn't like the crust, but she saves it to feed to the ducks at the pond. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Do princesses have a favorite vegetable? They find them all delectable. Oh my goodness. Do you have a favorite vegetable? I personally am very fond of carrots. But I don't mind broccoli either. Do princesses drink sparkling punch? They prefer lemonade with their lunch. What do you like to have to drink with your lunch? I like coffee, but some people like water. When princesses laugh, do they sometimes snort when they laugh? Do they? They have manners of every sort. Princesses do. Do princesses make a fuss sometimes? Do you make a fuss sometimes when you don't get your own way? Well, this mommy says, they have bad hair days just like the rest of us. So sometimes they fuss when their hair is not perfect. I do too. Do princesses snore when they fall asleep? After they've counted 500 sheep, then they fall asleep. Mommy, do princesses seem at all like me? Do you think I'm a princess, Mommy? Maybe even a prince? Look inside yourself and see. So look right there and see if you see a princess. I'll bet you do. Or maybe even a prince. And that's the story called Do Princesses Wear Hiking Boots? There's lots of ones like this with about princesses. I bet you could find them in the library. Okay, well, thank you for listening, and I'll have some more stories for you this week. Bye. Hi, before we go today, I thought it would be kind of fun to do this thing called directed drawing. And if you want to do this with me, we're going to draw a bear. And you need, just like in the bear story I read, and you're going to need a piece of paper and a marker or a crayon. If you want, you could get one in brown and one in black and one in pink. And then come back and sit beside me and we'll draw a bear together. Okay? All right. Come right back. Did you find what you need? Great. Well, here's my piece of paper right here on my thing. And I'm going to use my brown crayon first. And I'm going to go up to the top part of my paper. Not all the way to the top, but right about there. And I'm just going to draw a circle. Just like that. Right there. Okay, then I'm going to come down and I'm going to start right there, and I'm going to make another big oval that's kind of a hidden circle. Can you do that? Yep. Now you've got two things, right? Okay. Now I'm going to make his arms. And they're going to be big ovals like this on each side. Just like that. Can you draw those on the sides? Perfect. Okay, and now my bear is going to need two big feet. He's going to be kind of sitting down like this. So he's going to need two big feet. Legs like that. Can you do that? You can always pause me if I'm going too fast, okay? Okay. Now, a bear has some claws, kind of little things like that, like this on each arm, and I'll show you. Just like that. See them? Just right there on his hands. I'll glue it up really close, okay? Good job. Good job. Now, if you take his feet and you close in that circle, just like that. Close in the circle at his feet. Right. Now I'm going to take my black marker and I'm going to make the pads on his feet. He's going to have some pads on his feet. And that's like this. He has 3 here. And then he has one that looks kind of like this. And you circle them all in like that. Doesn't matter really the shape. Just 3 things like this. And then we'll make him have a pad on the bottom of his foot. There you go. And that's his feet. And you have his hands. Now we need his face, right? So right smack dab in the middle with your black one, you're going to make like the bottom half of a triangle, just like that. See that? And then you're going to cover it over the top like an ice cream cone, and you're going to color that black. Just like that. You and Mommy do that together, okay? Looks kind of like a beak, but not quite. So mine looks too much like a beak, so I'm going to round it out a little at the bottom so it's not quite that pointy. Okay? Then I'm going to come around and I'm going to go and make a boop like that on that side, and the same thing on this side. See that? And I'm going to make some little dots where his fur comes out, where his little, they have a little bit of dimpling right around there by their fur in his snout. See it? A little bit of that dot. Now, often bears are growling and they have a little pink tongue coming down. So you might want to put right here between those two things a pink mouth. Do you see that? Pink mouth. All right. Now this bear is missing something. What do you think he's missing? Well, I'm going to take my black crayon and I'm going to make him some eyes, because I think you're right. He's really missing eyes. And so we're going to, right up here by his nose, draw two ovals. Right up there. We're going to give him two eyes. See, my teddy bear has two eyes now. And what do we have inside of our eyes? Eyeballs, right? We have eyeballs. And this bear is going to have eyeballs on the bottom too. Just like that. Good job. And since he's a make-believe bear, he's not really real, I'm also going to give him some eyelashes. Did you give your bear some eyelashes? Good job. Now he's missing something else pretty important to a bear. Can you think of what it is? You're right. He needs ears. How many does he need? Does he have more than you or the same amount? Same amount. That's right. He has two ears, and the ears are on top of his head, but kind of to the side. So you need to pick an ear here and an ear here. And they're kind of like half circles. And if they come out the same size, that's great. If one's a little bigger than the other, it doesn't really matter. And they're kind of like any other animal. They kind of, on the inside of their ear is kind of pink. So you can make a pink part inside his ear. And since we're not really drawing a real bear, we're drawing a teddy bear that you can cuddle with, I think maybe we should give him a heart. So here's a heart for your teddy bear. Maybe Mommy can help you with the heart, or Daddy, or sister, or brother, whoever's sitting there with you. And make a heart for him. I'm using pink. You could use red or whatever. But that's a bear. And we're going to write the word bear right across here on the top, just because that would be fun to have the word for what we drew. So we're going to do a B, and we're going to do an E, and we're going to do an A, and an R. That is a bear. And there you go. There is your teddy bear. I think it would be fun if you could cuddle. You could color him brown when you have time, or you could leave him just like that. I think this bear should have the flower that the little girl picked for him when they went hiking. What do you think? She liked her hiking boots and she went hiking and she found a flower for him to hold. So the first thing we need on the flower is we need a stem. So we're going to go over here in his paw, and we're going to put a little bit of the stem down here and coming out of the bottom and a little bit out of the top of his hand. And then we're going to draw one leaf and then a little more stem and another leaf and a little more like that. And then up here, we're going to get some yellow. I don't know if you can see yellow, but there's the bear's. And you remember, you can pause this. There's the bear's thing, and then he's gonna need a flower. So you're gonna go up here, and you're gonna go and make petals for your flower. You see them? See the petals for my flower? You just make some ovals. I'm gonna draw them in brown so you can see them better. I'm going to trace them with my brown crayon so you can see them better, all right? I'm just going to make the boom, a boom, boom, and a boom. And then because it's going to be a flower, I'm going to go across the top and make the center and color that in. And then I'm going to take my yellow crayon back and I'm going to color my petals yellow. Okay, and then I'm going to hold it up and show you what a great looking flower we have. Look for the bear to hold. And he got that from the little girl who was wearing hiking boots. What do you think? I'm sure you drew a teddy bear that is just awesome. And if you did, you should put it in your window when you're all done. And then anybody walking by will know you came to summer camp and drew a flower with Mrs. Berry and a teddy bear. Okay, bye-bye, and I'll see you another day this week so I can do another story and another directed drawing, or maybe just a story. Okay, bye-bye.